the YouTubes catch up. We can let the tweets do the tweety things.
Tweet.
One of these days we're going to start on the screen.
Tweet.
One of these days.
Tweet.
I'll do a Geigen and I'll make it real professional
Professionals.
Professional like real nice.
God.
Ka-chow.
And if it's not too much to ask, I'd like to get you something, Clark. When you grow up and you realize that he's offering to buy him a present with his own money. It's just too much to bear. What's up, Sakura? How are you?
Hi, Sakura.
Heel turn.
Who turned their heels?
Oh, I forgot. Mimi doesn't know what that means.
No, Mimi does not know what that means. What does that mean?
Holiday Hoobie Whatty?
What a heel turn means.
That is a about face.
Character who is a heel has made a turn.
You have your
Well, there's
face
that
and your
too.
heel.
Isn't that in an about
A
face?
face, a face is a good guy, and a heel's like the antagonist. I wouldn't say that they're a bad guy. They're just
Oh, yeah, I think I know what that means.
yeah, that's
But they're stinky.
So when it's a heel turn, they become a good guy.
either they become a face if they're a heel already, or if they're a face, then they become a heel.
So basically what happened to The Rock.
Yeah, and
They're a
you know
villain.
Hulk
Hogan,
Hogan,
the hero.
and yeah,
So I remember he used to be like the bad guy.
caretaker. Or no, the Undertaker.
The caretaker.
Yes.
I just
He-
got this
I mean-
vision
I mean,
of
the
the
caretaker-
Undertaker, like
the caretaker in Destiny had a
watering
heel turn too. Okay,
plants over people's
I mean,
graves.
technically, he is a caretaker. You know, Undertakers are caretakers. I mean, come on.
I don't think I agree with you there, Pirate.
the caretaker totally had a heel turn. I don't know what you're talking about.
He died. He got murderated.
He got murdered. Uh-oh.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't know what's going on.
I was there. I killed him.
Some days I wished I didn't know what was going on.
Loud noises.
I still don't know what I'm doing half the time.
That's accurate.
Welcome to my world.
Are any of us really here? Ooh,
Why am I here?
I want more ice cream.
Oh, say ice cream. I've been doing good on my intermittent fasting. I'm a good boy. I've been a good boy.
Although small things should care.
I'm down like
Well, I haven't been
4
good,
pounds this
so-
week since doing the intermittent fasting.
You'll
So see what you're saying. If I just don't eat between 8 p.m. and 11 a.m., then I won't eat as much. Yeah.
Oh no, you can pack it in during that time.
Oh, I can. Trust. Trust. Despite
What
my
you're
best
saying
efforts, I'm
is-
still down 4 pounds.
What you're saying is,
That's what you're saying.
just need to stop eating.
It's just gotta, you know, if you just don't eat as much, your body will naturally just process what you have. It's
waste
a novel
wasted bones.
concept.
I'm gonna stay fat and happy.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds
blame
right.
Me too.
you. Freaking kids, man. Freaking kids. They look at you and they're like, Dad, you want to play? And I'm like, no. Daddy wants a nap. And I'm like, damn it, I need to work out.
Mother is dying.
They're like, wrestle, Dad, wrestle. Like literally, they just attack. They both attack you at the same time. And the next thing I know, I find myself on the ground, wrestling around with my 2 rugrats.
They go for the ankles.
They can't go for the ankles. There's nothing for them to ankle. I have tree trunks for legs. The problem is I lay down because I want to take my nap, and then they pile on until I move again.
Dog pile.
It's
Then
like,
don't
get off. Get off me. Get off.
Be gone, child.
And they're like, ha ha ha, Dad, we're gonna get you. And they come back, and I'm like, all right, get off. And
That's
then they
when you
both
take
pile
them
on
by
and
the
wanna ride me
ankles
around
and
like a
hang them
horse.
up.
There you go.
Oh. My one son was taunting me the other day, and I was like, "Are you done?" He's like, "No." I was like, "You sure?" He's like, "No." And so I got him and I pinned him, and I pinned him in like 2 seconds, and I was like, "You done yet?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "You done?" "Yeah." I was like, "All right, if I let you up, you're gonna be done because I'm done. I'm done playing. I don't want to play anymore," because we had been wrestling for like 30 minutes when I already told him no. and so he's like knows no chill, right? So I let him go. He walks away, and then turns around, acts like he's gonna bull rush me, and then gets on all fours to get in my face and sticks his tongue at me. So I reached out like freaking quick as I could and grabbed both of his wrists and pulled him straight down on his face, and then he cried, and then I felt bad. He was like, "Dad," and I was like, "Did you hurt your face?" He's like, "No, you scared me." I was like, I'm sorry, son, but I told you I was done." He was mocking me. Don't mock Dad. I keep telling him don't poke the bear. We had a moment that's similar. He's at an age, he's only 7, but he's already like trying to test the boundaries to see if he can like stand up to me.
Oh yeah,
dude, you do not want to do this. So one day we're standing in the kitchen, and I gave him like a light little like kick to the back of the leg, just like messing with him, and he starts kicking me back, and I'm like, okay. Well, then he keeps kicking me, and he keeps kicking me harder and harder, and I was like, "You don't want to play this game, son?" And he goes, "Yeah, I do." So I give him a kick, and I was like, "That's 5%. He kicks me back. I was like, "That's 10%. Kicks me again. I was like, "That's 15%. He's like, "Ow." I was like, "You want to keep going?" "No."
They'll learn.
I'm like, "Fine. You want to play the game? You think you want to play? We'll play." I gotta let him try. I like that.
yeah.
I like that he tries.
You have to let them, attempt.
Yep.
To, push your boundaries and push to see how far they can go. Because otherwise, then they start to like get all like, "Okay, can I really take my dad? I don't know." And then they will try to take you, and then you're like, put them in their place, and that causes more problems.
Well, for me, it's always a respect thing, right? But they're just like starting to come into that like physical, like my younger son is way more physical than my older son, but my older son is just starting to get into the let's arm wrestle, let's wrestle, let's do this, let's do that. He's trying to do more like physical things, and so I'm like, okay, let's arm wrestle, and I let him go like all the way down here. To the point where like I literally have my arm flat, just my wrist is all he has to get down, and he's like jumping up and down trying to get my wrist to break, and then I'm like, "Oop." He's like, "No fair." I'm like, "No fair, you got to jump up and down on my arm." Twerp.
He's trying to assert that dominance.
He is.
Can you get kids neutered and spayed like you can?
Oh God,
animals?
No.
Damn it.
That doesn't work.
Well, sometimes it helps, with that showing dominance and aggressiveness.
No.
This is illegal,
This is illegal. And if it's
part of me doesn't feel comfortable with this whole conversation. I feel like we're all going to be on a watch list.
No.
I probably already am because of Pirate, so.
Yeah.
Hanging kids upside down, neutering them now.
No, we said no. That's not a good thing. We don't do that. Bad. Where's my spray bottle? Bad. All right. It's about that time, everybody. Welcome, everybody hanging out in chat. Welcome to our little pre-show fun times. I'm Nytes, if you're new.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks. It's nice to meet you, too. No, we've been We've been on this road for a while now. Rime of the Frostmaiden, it's been a good time.
Yes,
For those of you that are uninitiated in our saga, we originally started off with a group of 4, 2 faces of which look a little different than they did originally, and they were all students in a college of Neverwinter that traveled back in time mysteriously into Icewind Dale during the time of the Frostmaiden. After a number of adventures and trying to, one, find a place in the world for them and helping out some peoples along the way, they realized that something else had happened and that they really weren't students of Neverwinter. Really, they'd lived in Neverwinter their whole lives, and in fact were prominent figures in some cases. Others had other secrets, but their memories had been tampered with by the Frostmaiden as she viewed them and other prominent heroes in Icewind Dale as threats. Over the past good number of sessions, we've been slowly discovering everyone's lost memories. And I think everybody is back to reality, right?
Oh,
Yep.
there goes Rabbit. Oh, sorry. Wrong movie.
But yeah, Krathog, you got your memory back.
I did get my memory back. I'm going to try to wife up the chieftain of the other tribe.
Oh.
Reunite our tribes. That's my plans.
Poor Dugan's hole. She's just a passing thing, huh?
Look.
Wow.
So that it's safe to assume that you're not going to become a professional dock builder.
Definitely not.
He's definitely trying to play some wood.
Somewhere
With somebody.
Wilton.
Somebody that he used to know. Anyway, we're gonna be getting into song. What is this, musical theater?
No, of course it is.
Rime of the Frostmaiden, the musical. Thank you for all the copyright strikes ahead of time, Twitch.
You're welcome.
So, most everyone has had their kind of memories restored. The last and most recent of which was Poppy, who, after the party essentially suffered a near TPK at the hands of the Frostmaiden during a chance encounter, were picked up by one of the Reged tribes, the Nomads of Icewind Dale. To be specific, the Tiger tribe. And after being nursed back to health and kind of welcomed with open arms and even sharing in the feast of a griffin that had fallen during the combat with the Frostmaiden, and completely dealing with an entire horde of vampire penguins. What were they called again? What was the
raft?
What are they called?
A raft of penguins. Yes, a raft of vampire penguins. The Queen came back, and the Queen bared a very striking resemblance to Poppy, and it was in this moment that Poppy's memories came back and realized that she was the daughter of the Queen of the Tiger tribe, and that she had been essentially sacrificed to the Frostmaiden as a small child and was saved by something, and was off to live under Nerth Maxildanar in Targos for her upbringing, not really knowing a whole lot of that life, other than she didn't want to be there anymore. But having been reunited with her mother, she attempted to get some answers. Ask why. Why try and offer me to the Frostmaiden? And her mother told her she didn't care. It's all about her devotion to the Frostmaiden and being her eternal servant in this forever winter. And with that, there was a trial by combat. Our beloved Drathar, our rogue assassin, was pitted in a combat against the champion of the Tiger Tribe and placed in a magic arena that did not allow for magic inside. It was a very close match, but Drathar died. The party then was aided by his sister, who was looking for him, Cathala, and they made their way out of the camp sneakily and safely, recovering their gear and encountering the griffins that had survived the attack. What is up, Atrocity? How are you? They flew to Bryn Shander to get a moment of respite, to be able to handle the goodbye of their friend Drathar. And just when they thought that they were going to be able to get that, actually no, they went to Revel's End, got nowhere, trying to figure out if the mages had anything to do with the Frostmaiden. Turns out, probably not. So they flew to Bryn Shander to deal with their friend, and upon arriving, they quickly discovered that they had been followed by the Tiger Tribe, and the Queen demanded the body of Drathar be returned to her as a sacrifice that she won legally in a trial by combat. Well, Corin, of all people, put up a big stink about it.
Love none of that.
He was having none of that. And through some crafty trickery and some defiance on the part of Poppy and, well, everyone, the Queen was tricked into thinking that Drathar's body was no longer available to be sacrificed to the Frostmaiden, that it was already consecrated to Mother Toril of the Earth. Upon her would-be exit, the Frostmaiden herself showed up and claimed Duvessa Shane as a surrogate sacrifice in place of Drathar. Very horribly ending her life. And it was at this action that the Queen rallied to the Frostmaiden, along with most of the soldiers that had come with her from the tribe, or warriors, I should say, that had come with her from her tribe. And a battle ensued in the streets and on the rooftops. Cathala took out a number of them. Corin showed up and laid down some freaking ungoodnessly amazing storm, blocking the path. And then together with his mentor Vindel, who unleashed one hell of a fireball on the trapped warriors on the other side, essentially wiped out the Tiger Tribe. The Queen, however, protected by the power of the Frostmaiden, burst her way through. Eyes like ice, singularly focused on ending the life of Poppy. But she didn't get very far. After a number of arrows from both Poppy and Cathala, the Queen was brought to her knees and then ended by Poppy. It was at this time that Valine Harpel made herself known. She had something she wanted to discuss with the party and with Vindel. They made their way back to the cottage, while everyone else made their way inside of the tavern. Poppy started to drink. Scram sacks, poured one out for Duvessa Shane. And everyone else made their way in after her. And that is where we pick up tonight. In the tavern. Poppy, you have had a chance to kind of sit in silence for a minute, while Corin, Cathala, and Krathok all have drinks together at a table. And I leave it to you.
Scramsax is there?
Scramsax, he made his way actually off, and he has not returned yet.
Okay, so Poppy's just gonna call out for Scramsax to come back out.
And we get our first roll of the evening. As my mouse died. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It was the Jinx. I hope this is the extent of the Jinx. That would be fantastic. Do 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 do. And I have a mouse again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Scramsax isn't coming out. Yet.
Poppy's gonna go find him.
Poppy, you saw Scramsax kind of head down a corridor leading to the kitchen, and you heard a door shut. There's 2 doors on each side of this hallway.
Poppy's gonna just pound on both of them.
You're just gonna pound on all the doors?
Yep.
Pounding on doors, you mad woman.
Poppy, as you pound on the first door, why don't you go ahead and roll a d4? Just almost unnecessary. I'm just having fun with this at this point.
3.
Damn it! All right. First door you pick. Inside you hear kind of the soft voice of Scramsax. Go away!
I need to talk to you.
I don't know who you are, but I'm not in the mood right now.
It's Poppy.
Oh, shit. And you hear some rustling and some heavy footsteps making their way to the door slowly. The door opens. Yes, Poppy. What do you want?
Is there a reason why you're avoiding us? And she just stares directly at him. Like, don't fuck with me.
He's gonna give you this very, shocked look. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to grieve?
Yes, you are.
Right then. So you better get all that away from me. Devessa was the leader of this town, and I just watched her get eviscerated through that very window. Now I'm happy that you were able to get some vengeance for Draethar and take out that woman who apparently was your mother. But I need a minute. So whatever it is you have, you can fill me in a bit. It's not the first time I've lost friends. It's not the first time I've lost many that were close to me. And Devessa was a pillar of light in this cold dark. And Icewind Dale is colder with a gun. And I need a minute. I need more than a minute to process that.
Poppy just turns and walks away.
And he shuts the door.
Poppy goes upstairs to see if Darla is still up there.
Sure. You know that she was in the first room on the left.
Mm-hmm. Poppy knocks on the door.
You don't hear anything after you knock.
Darla. Darla.
Still nothing.
Poppy goes to try the doorknob.
It's unlocked.
She walks in. Darla.
You see Darla. You can see that she's breathing, but she appears to be completely curled up in the bed, sleeping. You see the pillow that she's laying on is completely soaked with tears.
Poppy just quietly leaves at this point and goes back downstairs and sits with the group.
Can I get another mead over here, please? Another mead, right here.
There's no one in here but you.
Oh, right. Well, you won't mind if I go back and serve myself, right?
I think
It's
you're
your bar too.
You're gonna
It's
go
true.
back.
It is partly your
That
bar
is-
too.
Forgot about that. I go and serve myself a big tankard of mead. Anybody else want anything while I'm back here?
I'm good. I've probably already had one too many, even though I've only had the one. Krathok, how far away are your people?
Not. How far away are they? I don't know what the distance is from here.
It's probably a good day and a half.
By
foot.
Okay. It's
What
about a
about
day
by
and a half
Griffin?
away.
By Griffin, it's about half a day. You make really good
Krathok?
time on Griffins.
Yeah. Krathok, we need to get word to your tribe about what's happened.
Yeah, they're gonna wonder why we're missing a few griffins too. So, yeah,
Well, they know we have the griffins.
yeah, but
You're
we're
missing one Griffin.
Well, we're missing, yes, we're missing the
missing-
one.
We're missing
miss-
Chris, right?
No.
Chris? No. We're missing. Where are we? Which one are we missing? What was my griffin's name? Because that's the one we're missing, right? He's the one that got eaten.
We have Lois, Brian.
Stewie.
No, Stewie was the giant. Lois, Brian.
Meg.
Meg didn't go.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause,
remember.
Meg and Drathar didn't get along, right?
Right.
Correct.
Was it Brian? No,
was it
Brian,
Peter?
not Brian. No, Peter didn't come.
I'm pretty sure it was Chris. We'll
I'm
find
pretty sure
out.
Chris?
Pretty sure it
Okay.
was Chris that died.
I gotta look back through the notes and figure out which one it was.
I didn't think it was Chris.
I thought it was. But regardless.
Anyway, we need to get word back to your tribe and to the other tribe what happened. Frostmaiden's gonna be probably pretty pissed at this point.
I
And they
wouldn't
need
doubt
to
that.
prepare.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also may need their help at some point.
Well, we're definitely going to need their help. I'd say. Although it does seem like everywhere we go, and people seem to die.
I would like to, like I said, I think we need to prepare for the worst at this point with the Frostmaiden. I'd like to be able to talk to them at some point.
It's fine with me. We can head out there. I'm just, I'm like
At this point, I think we should just send word, and we can either go there or meet up at a later point. We still have to deal with Estia, Bardaman, Nims, Ronaldo. They should be here anytime, I would think. For Drathars.
Well, can you, could you send them? You're a ranger. You can talk to animals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't you like send some, send word that way? That way we can.
I don't think it works that way. I mean, we can send a letter with somebody on one of the griffins. I'm assuming you don't know how to write.
Wow. I feel attacked here. Excuse me. Just because my handwriting looks like chicken scratch. And I'm going to write on a note FUKU. See?
Poppy,
I can write.
Poppy rolls her eyes. At this point, we need to send a messenger and let them know what's going on. Because we still have stuff to take care of at hand here.
Well, I agree, and I'm agreeing with you. I'm just trying to enjoy my damn meat.
Poppy goes and looks for paper and something to write with.
Corn, are you and Cathala just sitting there drinking?
Corn is chugging back the meat at this point, just like, dear God. Like, all right, this is oof.
Okay, so Poppy gets written down, the Reader's Digest version of what happened, the Cliff Notes version of what happened, as much as she can.
Why are you
Sorry,
writing?
You really just pulled out the Reader's Digest? Wow. Okay.
Well, we are back in time. I mean, come on.
I don't disagree with you, but okay.
I'm gonna look at her and say, "Why are you writing a giant freaking newsletter over there? Just say, hey, we are coming."
Why are there golf advertisements?
Why is Dear Abby responding in your letter?
Well, first of all, Dear Abby was not in the Reader's Digest. So.
I know. Okay.
Anyway, Poppy just kind of looks at everybody at this point, and she's gonna just kind of step out of the bar and see if the sheriff is close by.
Anybody got a copy of Play Giant?
Before we go.
I read it for the articles. Okay.
Perhaps it's best that we see what Valine has to say. Vindel did say that she had help in.
I understand that, but I at least want to start getting word out to somebody what's going on. At least get that one thing going. Especially since it's going to take time, because as we know, the Frostmaiden can just kind of poof wherever she wants.
As you say that, you see, or you hear, rather, the door open up to the tavern. Oh, man. This looks terrible. What happened out there?
Ronaldo, Poppy is having a day, okay? She's having a day.
Looks like a lot of people having a day. The whole street's red.
Oh, Poppy, can you tell Ogilai I'll see her soon?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Corn reaches behind the counter and gets another mug of mead for Ronaldo. You'll need this.
Is Estia, Bardaman, and Nims behind you?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was blocking the door. Come on in, everyone. I don't know what's going on. It looks like we missed something.
I'm sorry. I just imagined them all hiding behind one wall, like.
I was
"Oh, yeah,
thinking
they're
the
right
same thing.
here."
He just kind of looks up and they're all standing like in height order behind him.
So Ronaldo, Estia, Nims, Bardaman.
See, I would have loved the thought of Bardaman's the one directly behind, but he's so tall, all you see is from the neck down, so he just blocks the door.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Poppy. It's so nice to
Yeah.
see you. What happened out there?
Well,
Estia comes over and gives you a big hug.
she just hugs Estia tight, and which is not natural for Poppy. You know, I mean, Estia, she's hugged Estia before, but not like this.
Oh, okay. Okay there. Okay, Poppy. I got you. What happened?
Bardaman, maybe you can go back and talk to Scramsax. He'll fill you in, and we'll fill in everybody else.
Bardaman just got this. You see his face, kind of very, very Bardaman, very stoic. But you see him kind of take another look out on the street, and then kind of take a look at you, and without saying anything, he just kind of gives a nod and heads back into the walkway.
Corin, can you get Estia and Nims something to drink too while you're there?
Gordon heads back to the bar and gets another couple mugs.
Yes, I'd love something to drink. Hello again, Miss Poppy.
Hello, Nims. We've had an interesting time.
I can see that you have. The outside looks like some of the adventures we've gone on in the past. You guys seem to have a huffle-scuffle out there, and there's a headless woman. Looks like one of the Regids.
My mother.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Okay. I guess I'm not either. Where's that drink?
I got you.
Right here.
I'm.
I hand it off to Krathok.
So,
Start passing
You
out
see, like,
beer.
Nims's face is just like, okay, all right.
It has been
Poppy-
quite an ordeal.
yes, Poppy is like, why don't you sit down and we can explain to you what happened? I'm assuming Scramsax will fill Bardaman in as well. And so then Poppy just goes on and hopefully with the help of everybody else tells them what happened with everything at this point, up to this point.
As you're talking, you just see Nims, who kind of at first is just kind of trying to read the room a bit. He introduces himself to you, Corin. And Cathala, is there a chance that you would know Nims and or Bardaban, given your age and their previous prominence?
There's a chance we can roll for it if you want.
Yeah.
Can we do even to odds?
Yeah, let's do even draws. You call it.
Even, she knows him.
Okay.
Just
No.
odd she does it.
Okay. So Cathala does not know Bardaban or Nims. At least not personally. I would venture a guess that given your age you would know of them.
She probably has heard of them, but never actually met them.
So Nims just... Well, hello there, my wonderful looking friend. You look like a kindred spirit. Are you perhaps also a wizard? Sorcerer? Caster of some sort?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm a sorcerer.
I can feel the energy around you. How long have you been in Icewind Dale? My brain's been foggy for a bit, so I'm not quite
Several
everybody
years.
like I used to.
I've been training under Vindel.
Oh, you've been training under Vindel. Oh my goodness, is Vindel here?
Oh, she went back to her lodge.
Oh, did she? Did she say anything about me?
No.
Oh. Oh. All right. Let me say it's going to be that kind of day. And he just gulps down more mead. And you see the mug just on its own kind of go through the air and back behind the bar, fills itself and comes back. And you look familiar, yet not at the same time. I'm Nims, and he kind of sticks his hands out.
I'm gonna put a hand out. Well, you don't look familiar.
I apologize. You remind me of someone, a dear friend that we're coming.
Crowdlock's gonna go. Rethar!
And he's just gonna let's see. It's cocked on my screen.
Oh no.
No,
He has no idea. I don't know why I said that. I'm striking out today. Drink. And he just starts downing his ale again and just kind of turns away and just kind of stares off into the distance.
Poppy's just staring at Estia at this point, like, what the fuck is this circus? We're trying to. Poppy just looks at Estia and it's like, we're trying to tell you what's happening.
Poppy, I know. I don't know what to do with Nims. He's Nims. I know you haven't been around him like this for very long. You know, you're probably still very used to the whole, thing that he used to do. He's not like that anymore, and
I understand.
He's different. He's different now. And it's
Poppy just kind of whispers to her, "You mean an arrogant asshole?"
Those are not my words, but he has his moments. He is very dashing. He kind of pipes up and then slinks back down.
Poppy just kind of takes a deep breath and just like, okay, we need to tell you what happened. Duvessa Shane, the Ice Maiden took her. She's gone. She's
She's
dead.
not taken. She was ripped in half.
Yeah. No. Poppy's explaining this. She's gone. She's dead.
Oh, dead.
She was
dead.
taken
as
by
in taken as in
taken.
dead. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Gotcha.
The Ice Maiden is gonna want her revenge at some point. And then Poppy also goes on to explain about her mother. She's, trying to make it as short and sweet as possible while still being coherent about it because there's going to be a lot going on. She explains about her mother and that she ended her mother.
Poppy,
and
that's a lot. You killed her, huh? That's her out there?
It was her.
Oh. Okay. And you see her just kind of like reach into her bag and she just pours more honey into this tea that she's got going. And she just starts stirring. Kind of nervously. Well,
Do you have more tea with you?
Sorry?
I miss your tea. Do you have more tea with you? I miss your tea.
Oh, of course. Here. And she just kind of pushes the cup to you.
Poppy just
Poppy,
kind of
I'm
puts her hand on it.
I'm happy that you were able to get some justice for yourself and for Drathar. We were I was devastated. We started this journey a long time ago, and it feels like forever now. And first it was Tika, and now it's Drathar. I just don't want to see us lose anyone else, especially now that we have our memories back. We've been doing pretty good for ourselves over at the White Lady Inn, but temperature's getting colder.
And it's
We need
probably
to
going
do
to get
something.
colder yet. I agree. I mean, I'm devastated too. I mean, I thought of Drathar as my friend. We had a lot of nice discussions together. But once everything happens here with Drathar, we need you guys to get the word out over there and to the other towns on what happened. Because the Ice Maiden's gonna want revenge.
Poppy, I understand everything you're saying, but revenge for what?
We took her one of her servants is dead. My
Do you
mother
think
worshipped her.
Do you really think that the Frostmaiden's gonna care? I mean, she is a deity after all.
Well,
I mean, I don't think she's gonna stop with her everlasting rhyme one way or another. Really think the loss of one
agree.
of her servants and land where she seems to be worshipped constantly by near everyone is going to be that impactful?
I don't know. It might be.
Huh.
Because it's a loss.
You hear a door swing open in the hallway. And you see Bardaban with kind of an arm around his kind of shoulders. And he seems to be kind of walking side by side with Scramsax. He'll be all right. Just give him a minute. And he comes over, and Scramsax walks behind the bar, brings out that little kind of 2-gallon jug that he had given you earlier, Poppy. Opens it up, downs one, fills it up again, and hesitates. Downs that too. All right. Oh, good old Barty's brought me out. Tired of losing friends. There's a plan, I guess I'm ready to help. That's the spirit. He kind of smacks him on the back. Bardaban walks over and kind of walks over to you, Poppy, and just puts a hand on your shoulder. Good to see you again, Poppy.
As to you, Bardaban. I was just explaining that my mother was, if I can even call her that, was a loyal servant of the Frostmaiden.
Yeah.
At some point, the Frostmaiden's gonna want her revenge for that. She may be a deity, but it's a loss. And we know that they don't like losses.
Well, some gods are a little more callous than others. I would bet that the Frostmaiden's probably, I don't know, reloading right now. We should be aware, and we should be mindful, but what's your plan? I can see there's wheels turning behind your eyes.
I think we at least need to get the word out to the other towns on what happened so that they can be mindful.
Sure.
And I've asked Krathok, he was able to reunite the tribes. And I've asked Krathok to at least get word to them as well.
Yeah, we heard over in East Haven. Even had some of the Goliath folk come down, have a little chat. It's good.
Well, everybody's gonna want to know what's developed thus far.
Yeah.
We've seen the Frostmaiden just appear a couple times now, out of nowhere.
Yeah, she'll do that. Well, we can help with getting the word out.
I appreciate that.
And we're here for whatever else you need, Poppy.
Poppy just kind of looks at Krathok, Corin, Cathala. I suppose we should head over to Vindel's cottage and find out what's going on with this Valine and finish whatever preparations we need for Drathar for later.
That may be first order of business, but either way, we certainly should. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready. And I chug the rest of my tankard.
I think, Estia, how about you and I stay here with Scram Sacks and we can maybe whip up a little dinner for everyone. Yeah, that's a good idea. You all go ahead. We'll get some messages out to the Sky Tower Goliaths and see if we can find someone to help get some words out to the surrounding towns. Let them know what happened.
Poppy's gonna hand her the letter that she wrote to the Sky Tower. Send this should go to the Sky Tower tribe. I've kind of written out everything for them, and they can get word to the other tribe.
Okay, I think we can take it from here. You go and talk with Vindel, you say?
Vindel, yes.
Yes. Corin is her apprentice.
Nims
That's
just
correct.
kind of pipes up again. Oh, good. We're going to go talk to Vindel. I miss her. She taught me a lot of stuff.
So Poppy's gonna walk over to Nims where he's sitting and put her hand on his shoulder, and
Yeah?
she's gonna just kind of look at him and say, "But I really need you to stay here for the moment. We'll bring Vindel back for you."
Oh,
And she winks at him.
you see him just kind of like melt into a puddle at your touch. All right, Miss Poppy. I'll lay right here and wait for you to come back with Vindel. I can do that. Tell her
I
I
knew you could. I will. And I knew you could do this. And Poppy just kind of looks over at Estia and rolls her eyes a little bit.
Hey, Scrumsax, is that you? My friend! And you see Nim just get up and go over and like try and hug Scramsax, and Scramsax like trying to hold him off with a hand. Meanwhile, Ronaldo's just kind of been sitting there, somewhat oddly enough, quietly. I guess I'll just Oh, I'll go find sheriff or guards or something somewhere, and I'll help Estia. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
I'll help Estia.
I'm
Thank
sure
you,
she'll
Ronaldo.
appreciate that. And then Esty is just gonna or Poppy's gonna walk over to Esty and just kind of whisper, "Sorry to leave you babysitting. We'll be back."
Oh, don't you worry. This is literally just like we do it back in the White Lady Inn. You'll be fine, and we'll be fine.
Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Going heads out the door.
Poppy
Crap up.
follows.
Follows.
Salo will head out as well.
You all make your way outside. When you do, you see guards beginning to clean up the viscera of the battle before. As you look to the right, towards the northern gate, you see what is now a kind of a red spot, about 25 feet in diameter, right behind a frozen slick of ice of about the same size in the middle of the street. You can see bits of the charred remains of a saber-toothed tiger along with many other bodies. And the still untouched, headless body of the queen.
Is the sheriff there?
The sheriff is there. He is currently sitting kind of on a stump outside the tavern, kind of dumbstruck look on his face.
Poppy's gonna just stop and look at the sheriff. And
He's kind of just looking at the ground.
Sheriff. Sheriff.
Huh. Oh. Yes.
You're in
Yes,
charge
Miss
now,
Poppy.
aren't you?
I suppose I am, until we can appoint a new speaker.
I would like to ask one thing. If I would like to have my mother's weapons.
A few of the guards were rounding up arms not too long ago. If you come back to the town hall, you can look through them and take whatever you need.
Thank you.
I'll let the guards know you'll be coming by.
What I need you to do right now is go into the tavern. And they'll take care of you in there for the moment.
I appreciate that, Miss Poppy. I need to stay out here and supervise. And as you look down, Poppy, you realize that he's kind of sitting right next to a red stain in the snow.
Poppy just says to everybody, hang on one second, and she's gonna just bop back into the tavern real quick and say, and Bardaman, Scramsax, the sheriff is out here. I think maybe you guys can help him too.
All right. We'll get him in here and start commiserating.
I think that's a good idea.
Right.
And Poppy just runs back out and catches up with the group. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Making our way downtown.
Nothing like a good old scene of carnage and loss and devastation to make us break out Vanessa Carlton. Oh, I love you guys.
It's not who you're supposed to sing when you're doing these kind of things. Whoa.
Uptown girl.
Faces pass and I'm homebound. Doodle-doodle-doo. Never mind. I was about to go parody mode, and that's not helping anyone. You make your way to the west, winding your way through various side streets towards Vindel's cottage. The kind of pyre that she constructed with fake Drathar is still burning, but it's much less intense than it was before. You can see smoke additionally coming out of the chimney of Vindel's cottage. And you give a soft knock on the door. And believe it or not, we're going to actually take a quick little break here.
Oh no!
Because
it's a
holy
break
crap,
time.
we've already been going for an hour.
Wow.
Really?
Been
Just
having a
about.
good time.
Holy shnikes.
Mhm.
So
Break time.
we're going to
I
take
didn't
a
realize it was
cool-
break time.
I know. GG's on the hour. What's up, Ethan? How are you? And hi, Andrew. How are you?
Andrew!
Also, Atrocity, if you popped in, if you're still here, it's nice to see you.
Oh my goodness.
Just a little. No, actually, while I have a little break time and while everyone's taking a stretch or so, I'm gonna give you guys a little teaser. I got something in the mail. Yeah, get some coffee. You're fine. I got something in the mail.
Uh-oh.
I got a box.
That's
I
usually
got
what
box.
you
It's
get
a
in the
nice
mail.
box. It's a,
Wow, that's
Big
a
hype.
pretty
it's
box.
a nice box, and it has things on it and stuff and things.
What does the box say
And
on
there's-
top?
There's things in it too. And Seven's
hype.
what? What's in the box? I mean,
What's
it-
it say on top?
it's
Demo?
it's a box.
Is it
Demio.
Demo?
Demio.
Demio?
Yes. I can't say much
Fancy.
more about it, but it's a box and it's got stuff inside, which I'll be teasing probably somewhere tomorrow.
Excellent.
Excellent. But yes,
Can we get a box too?
it's a nice box. There is one thing in the box that I will show you now, because it is the ultimate mark of jealousy. Is in any box, is that when that box comes with its own little pouch and the
Math
click-clackety
rocks.
math rocks, it's always an exciting time. Always. So yeah, so it's fun, and it's a box. So we get to have fun with those things. We get to tease them tomorrow and talk about some more fun stuff and things. But yeah, welcome everybody. If you're new, don't forget to hit the follow button. If you'd like to support all the things we do, make sure that you go and support us on the Patreons. That's the best way to do that. If you are interested in more D&D in a mobile-like fashion, please make sure to check out the podcast, Maledictum. I'm new! Sakura, this is all your fault. Blame Sakura.
Oh my gosh, you have links. What happened to MimiBot? God.
MimiBot, you can just use !pod now. And !Patreon. Oh. I tried to make your life easier. See? Look at that.
I have a sheet of all the links.
But I have a sheet of, because I was such a crappy streamer for so long that you literally made the bot links.
See?
Oh, I feel so bad. And yeah,
No,
in Discord. Did I make one for Discord?
I don't know. Did you?
I did. Look at me go. Yay,
Oh my
baby bot.
gosh.
I never knew during our break we'd just be trying to shame Night Tide.
I just shame.
There's that one.
Yep. Oh, I don't have that one.
Yep.
Oh God, I guess all of us get advantage, right?
Shame. Shame.
We all get
Shame.
inspiration, right?
Ding,
Because
ding.
you forgot the YouTube.
No, not at all.
Dang, I wanted to waste in a glorious
That
fashion.
one.
Dang. Winning lottery numbers. What's up, Gremlin Lord? Your winning lottery numbers are 7.
Hello, my
42,
lord. How are you
23,
tonight?
19,
You caught us just as we
and
went on
90.
break.
Let me give you your fortune here in my magic 8-ball.
Hey, no, you
Ooh.
got new math rocks for that.
I do have new math
You-
rocks for that, but they don't have the lovely sayings on them. How funny would that be? Like your magic 8-ball is technically a D20. It only has 2 responses: success at a natural 20 and failure at 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm playing a Bard's Tale. Ooh, Bard's Tale. How is
Ooh,
that?
Fun.
And which one? Are there multiple
And
Bard's Tales?
I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, get some water. Water's good.
I'm
I
just
like the
chilling here
waters.
pouring more sake.
Ooh. I keep planning on trying sake at some point. I'm currently on a bourbon kick.
Sake. Yes,
I like the
but you
bourbon.
need it warm. You can't have it just chilled.
It depends on the sake.
Oh.
Depends on if you
Yep.
get cold or hot sake.
It's true, but like most of it's going to be the warm
Why do I
variety.
feel like hot sake, any form of hot alcohol would be like a cold remedy and not something that I would want to drink on the regular?
No, hot
So
sake
it's
actually
literally like-
tends to be better.
Yeah, I like it way better. It's like well, it basically is rice vinegar, but it's pretty good.
Ooh, nice, Gremlin Lord. Does it just accentuate the flavor profile? Is that what happens when it gets hot?
It really does. It
Mm.
absolutely does.
See, I could get behind that. I can see it.
Yep.
I just can't imagine tasting it because I've had alcohol that has been warmed, and it typically is a little harsher on the way down.
Well, like wine, you sip it.
Okay, fair. You'll have to teach me the art of sake.
It's not too hard.
In today's
You just
news,
warm it up and you sip it.
We'll sip
Here's
it.
a question, Knight.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on pina colada?
What are my thoughts on pina colada?
Yeah.
As in, will I drink them willingly?
Do you like the taste?
Yes.
Do you like
you
dancing
had
in
one
the
in
rain?
each hand.
Yeah. Do you like dancing in the rain while we're at it? Let's get these questions out.
If you like pina coladas, check. And
Nighttime
dancing in the
hiking?
rain, even though the lyrics are getting lost in the rain. But
Yeah, but we want to know if you want to dance in it.
check. I could technically be singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
Nighttide, I too got a box recently.
Did you get a box?
Hold on.
I
My
can't
Want it
see
to
it.
go post box?
Hold on.
You've done this to yourself.
I have to change.
That looks like a Nintendo box.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I love the stars.
Right?
that's
Oh! No, it's a Radeon box. RX 6800 XT. That's sexy.
big game.
Hey,
I had to upgrade. to the
GG's
580,
getting
man.
yourself a graphics card in today's environment.
It's actually prices have gone down drastically in the recently.
I see you have
Yeah.
both arms and legs, I'm hoping. Yeah?
Yeah, it
We
looks
can't
like
see.
it.
We can't see the
his
legs, but I'm
legs,
assuming
no.
the arms.
Yeah,
I
s-
can't show feet on Twitch.
I saw them. You
Yeah,
can't.
it's illegal.
It's illegal
What?
on
Illegal.
Twitch.
Are you kidding?
That is the weirdest thing. I understand
No,
that feet fetish are a thing, but if you can hot tub stream, I really don't understand why you can't casually show feet. It's very
I was
strange.
trying to show my leg. I'm sorry.
Give me that Amish prawn.
Just
Show me them ankles.
pull up a
Um,
little bit of skirt to see the ankle, just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Make them hot.
God.
Just a little bit.
Mm.
Anywho's, no, my wife is actually reading a book. So I live in Pennsylvania, so there are Amish people in abundance, and my wife was reading a book about Amish people, and there was like some kind of saying. It was nothing either cures the rage or nothing helps to work out frustration like splitting wood. I concur.
It's
As
a good
someone
time.
who enjoys splitting wood as a pastime. I don't know why you're laughing. There's no pretext about that. It literally
Yeah,
means
sure.
splitting wood.
I remember doing
If they're an
that.
axe, you just go ham.
You used to have to do that towards the end of summer and all fall to get ready for winter.
Yes.
It was fun.
Choppity wood. Breakity wood.
Hippity chop that wood.
Chippity chop that wood. All right, is everyone back? Everyone's got their hydrations, all their goody goods?
Yes.
Got some sweet tea.
Okay. You got some sweet tea?
Yeah,
Do you have actual sweet tea or do you have imitation sweet tea?
I have actual home brewed sweet tea.
Do you have the diabetes in a cup, or do you have
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because that makes a big difference. Because Southern
Yeah.
sweet tea is literally diabetes in a cup, and I love
It
it.
is liquid.
It
It is sugar with a hint of tea.
Like
It was
you
1
need to
cup
take
of
an,
sugar for 2 quarts of tea.
You need to take an insulin shot immediately after drinking a glass.
Immediately.
I just have some Taiku sake, Gunmei Ginjo Black.
I actually have a big bottle of mead downstairs that I need to open this weekend.
Ooh.
Mm.
I, need to
I don't
make me
probably-
some mead.
I
keep
try not to
seeing-
drink during the week.
Probably
Oh,
at
yeah.
Pirate's house.
It's probably a good rule.
Well, yeah. So I can
Probably,
wake
it's
up
probably a
in the
good
morning.
rule. I don't drink very
Yeah,
much at
I
all.
only drink on the weekends.
So,
I'm too old to be drinking during the week and trying to recover all the next 3 days. Okay.
well, see, this is the
Same.
thing. I don't know. I just enjoy, whenever I have a drink, I just enjoy a drink, like
Yeah.
a whiskey and soda, or a bourbon and soda, or just a bourbon on the rocks, like just whatever. Scotch on the rocks. Oh, scotch.
Mm.
I got McClellan scotch. I don't know if I'm a fan.
Mm.
It's a single malt, and it's okay. And it's more of a Highland type flavor, which I typically like, but I don't know. It's sitting with me a little different. Anyway, enough talking about the booze. Let's get back to the D&D. You knock on Vindal's door.
Who knocks? I open the door.
It's a good call. Corin, you open the door. And once again, enter in the familiar cottage that you have spent so much time in over the past number of years.
Mhm.
You can see that Vindal has it a little different than normal. The table, which typically is kind of in a long fashion heading towards the fireplace at the far end of the room, is now kind of the opposite orientation. And you can see that kind of Drathar's body has been moved off to the side and seems to be in a completely different aesthetic of area. Almost like Vindal has constructed a pseudo shrine for Drathar until the time of the ceremony. You see there's a table with kind of more of a sackcloth draped over it. You can see Drathar's body kind of well maintained, with his arms across his chest. And you see that she has kind of his dagger kind of up on one side and a scimitar on the other. And there are various kind of flowers around the body. The main table seems to have a kind of a decent kind of spread on it of breads, cheeses, and drink. And you see Vindel at the far left end of the table, along with Valine Harpel, and they're casually chatting away when she sees you enter. Ah, Corin, I was wondering how long it would take for you to get here. Yes. Hello again, Kethela, and Poppy, you. And Krathok, you hulking,
Hello, Wendell.
you hulking beast, you. Anyway, come. Sit at my table. For those of you that don't know, Valine Harpel, she's French. She gets a bad rap, you see, because she practices the necromancy. And out from kind of the back room, you see a couple kobolds just walk in, and they look very startled when they see Krathok. And you see them both kind of like yipe. Oh no, darlings, no. Come. It's fine. Come on. Come.
Hello, little men's.
They just look up at you, terrified. And then you notice something about them that looks a little off, Krathok.
Oh, what do I notice?
Well, you notice that one of the kobolds is missing half of his face.
Oh.
And that you
what
can
happened to
see
your face, little
right
kobold?
through his neck into his skeletal structure. And there are kind of chunks missing out of his tail. And you see the other ones kind of in a similar shape.
Wendell, what have you done to this little man?
No, like I said, it's not me, it was Valine. These are Valine's servants. They died in the line of duty, so she brought them back so that they could continue to do their job. I know
One named
this is-
Brian. Pirate gets it. Sorry.
No,
I had
this
to.
one's name is Kenny, and this one's name is Kenny.
Kenny
and Kenny?
Yes.
Yep.
Or is it
No.
Kenny and Kenny?
No.
What'd you do with Stan and Eric?
They're out by the carriage.
Oh, okay.
Cartman's the one driving.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny.
Again,
Twice.
Don't worry, I brought them back. Anyway, you four have developed quite a reputation for yourselves. And I have a little bit of a proposition for you, if you're up for it.
How much?
Well, he is.
How much? Well, let's see, what can I offer you besides a way to end this eternal rhyme of the Frostmaiden?
That would be great.
Well, I don't know. I did just speak to a crazy wizard recently that offered me all the riches and power I'd ever need to be able to put a stop to this, as long as I just killed my companions here. So,
And why
What are you
didn't
offering?
take the deal?
I like the short
Kind
one.
of laughs. Cord kind of laughs.
I'm just saying, an opportunists like yourself to not take such a deal is a bit, I don't know, unexpected.
I like the short one, and he's kind of crazy, so there's that.
Ah, yes. You mean to be talking about Corin? He is a bit easy on the eyes, although I do feel I might be a bit too... Never mind. Anyway, so... I need your help. I'm trying to find... Well, how do I... Let me back up a minute. Vin and I were talking, and she let me know that you recently got back from a chat with whom I'm assuming you're referring to, Cathala, right? Forgive me, I don't mean to be nosy, but I did ask your names before. I was trying to get a bit of information about you.
Well, that's fine. But yes, probably the man you're speaking about is the same one I was speaking about.
A good old Valish Gent, a fellow member of the Arcane Brotherhood. Well,
he's quite
fellow
eccentric.
member?
Yes.
You're a member?
I am a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. As was Vindel long ago. I'm retired, darling. Too much chasey for the magics that a little bit too scary for me. You're more of a risk taker. So ambitious. It's what I appreciate you. Get to live vicariously through you. Yes, well, I need your help finding the lost city of Yithrin. It's a fragment of the Empire of Nethril, whose wizards created many of the magic items we find scattered across the world today. It holds magic beyond your wildest dreams. At least that's what they say. We might even be able to find something to end this hateful winter. I know that you wouldn't be here if you were interested, at least a little bit, so I'll give you a few more details. The Arcane Brotherhood, as you undoubtedly heard from Valishgant, has been interested in the city for some time and have sent numerous mages looking for it. Using divination magic, we've learned that the city is buried deep inside the rugged glacier. But the glacier can be cracked. It can be cracked open at a place where a waterfall once flowed down its side but has since frozen. And we found a waterfall. All we need now is to break the glacier.
Can't you use your woohoo magic to do that?
Oh, I could. I absolutely could. However,
But
something was stolen from me, and I need it before I'm able to use said magic. Powerful family relic. I miss him dearly.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Yes,
Him, you say?
him.
Who's him?
Professor Scant. It's an old family friend, you see. I know you're confused. I like to tease people. The orb, it's an orb. It's a professor orb, Professor Scant. He's a family heirloom. It was stolen from me by a former colleague. I say former only because I will kill Nas Lantamir when I find them.
What's
But
his
the orb,
name?
Nas Lantamir, also a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, who I'm finding is less and less trustworthy by the day. But the orb, Professor Scant, it has the personality of a scholar. Its knowledge will help us once we descend into Yithrin. If we find Nas, then we'll find Professor Scant. There's another thing that I need to find as well. And I think it's the thing that you will be interested in the most. And that is the codicil of White. It's said to be a book, written and guarded by Auriel's followers. It's rumored to contain a spell or ritual that can cut through this glacier and unlock the city of Yithrin. Once again, through divination magic of my own, I have revealed that the book is being held in a frost giant fortress on a mist-shrouded island in the Sea of Moving Ice.
Frost giants.
Nass already has a head start. But if we find Nass, we'll find Professor Scant. If we find Professor Scant, we should be able to more accurately pinpoint the Codicil of White. We get the Codicil of White, we can get into the city of Yithrin, and hopefully find something powerful enough to kill the Frostmaiden.
It does seem like a very solid plan.
That sounds good to me.
Now, I do not fear the Frostmaiden. And I do want to get my hands on these artifacts. Well, the Codicil of White, that is. I actually long to test my skill against this maiden. I think it would be
She's quite
interesting.
powerful.
Well, any god who chooses to live among mortals is hiding from something, and anyone who needs to hide can't be all-powerful.
It is true.
You know she's weakest just after dawn, when she finishes casting her rhyme. She said to retreat to this place. I think her lair is here, with her followers and with her book. If we're lucky enough to get to the book before we disturb her or run into her, we might have a shot of getting into Yithrin and finding something more powerful to make it easier to dispatch her. If not, I think with the power that we all possess together, we stand a good chance of defeating her. She looks back over to you, Cathala. So, interested?
I will say I'm not uninterested.
Hmm.
It sounds fun.
It does, doesn't it? I do love adventures. I just hate Naslantamir.
Yes, I've heard a bit of him from Vindel.
Yes, darling. And what have I told
Yeah.
you?
He's quite full of himself.
As are most wizards, darling.
Well,
I was
more
gonna say
so than
most wizards I've met have been very full of themselves. They put
More
they
so than-
put me to shame.
By the way, Vendel, Nims sends his regards.
Oh, Nims is here, you say?
He is. He would love to see you.
No, I would love to see him. Is he still in a sniveling condition, or is he back to his old self?
Yeah. His
We gave
old
him the brew.
self.
You gave him Zivat?
the brew.
Oh. So
Yes,
he
he-
has back all of his old memories.
He does.
Uh-huh.
He was very happy when that happened.
I bet he was. Being sniveling is no way to go through life. Especially when you're one as talented as Nims. She kind of flashes a look over at Poppy. Don't be bashful, darling. Nim's such a beautiful man.
He is. He's also kind of an ass.
Oh, come on. The best ones always have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Isn't that right, Krathrock?
Oh, if it wasn't for this chip, then I don't know how hard I would be able to swing my hammer.
Poppy rolls her eyes to the point where you can hear them just rolling in the back of her head.
Poppy,
okay,
don't
darling.
worry. He built up a lot of muscle, working that forearm.
That I did. Wait a minute.
Poppy just giggles at that.
Alright, now all of you. Listen, my friend Valine has provided you with a thrilling opportunity. For myself, I'm going to stay here. I prefer not to get involved with matters with gods. Done that before. Been there, don't need that type of stress in my life. Also, Corin, I'm assuming you want to
Yes.
go on this adventure.
If you allow me, yes.
I do not control you, my dear boy. This is up to you. Although you have grown very strong lately.
Thank you.
I think this
I
is
appreciate that.
just a task for you. Your storm powers against the Frostmaidens. Frozen ice. I only wish that I could be there to see it.
Yeah, perhaps my storm will grow and rival hers.
I think it will. I think it will, at least in some respect, Corin. I think we saw a little bit of that power out in the street, and I was impressed. I think the first maiden, should she have stayed, would have been caught off guard. I think she may have been a little overconfident after what happened last time.
Yes, it's quite harrowing.
Now, heed my warnings, though. Last time she caught you in the air, on her turf. Now you're going to be going onto her island, once again on her turf. You might have your feet on the ground, but she's going to be surrounded with her allies this time. Be careful. Be careful where and when you pick that fight. If you can avoid it until you are strong enough, do so. But if you are confident, and that time comes, you have no choice. Destroy her. Also, you've already seen 2 of her forms. You know she has 3.
Yes.
Valine kind of pipes up. Yes, Vindel, we're all aware that she has 3 forms. She has the one of the owl, she has the one of the walking ice queen, and then her crystallized soul. At least that's the rumor. No one's lived to see it and say anything about it. Though they do say that she gets progressively more powerful as she goes further and further along. So, should be a good time. I wonder if I can resurrect a god. Oh, Valine, don't be silly.
You might be messing with stuff that not even I want to deal with.
Absolutely. You do realize the Frostmaiden, she comes about every winter solstice. I don't know why she's been so bold this time, but she has been. I suppose if you put her in her place, that she'll cool off for a while, for attempting to restore her corporeal form in this plane. As a way, we'll save Icevendale from this horrible winter and go back to having good mead and good fun and good friends.
Yes, I look forward to spring.
As do I. No longer have to worry about the Durga. Don't have to worry about monstrosities. The Goliaths have apparently made kissy and all is nice now. Good job, Krathok.
Not yet.
The only thing we need to do now is figure out what's going to happen in Targos, because I've heard some rumors that things aren't going very well over there since Drethar killed Neth.
Going on in Targos.
It was chaos, darling. You cut off the head of the snake, the body keeps wiggling until something eats it. Right now they can't figure out who it is going to be to lead them.
Perhaps a correction for after we deal with the Frostmaiden.
Perhaps. Azave is still not in bad shape. And with that horrible queen out of Azave, oof, she was a piece of work. Perhaps the Elk tribe could help out there. They're a bit more amenable to outsiders. Anyway. What say you? You're going to go on an adventure, slay the Frostmaiden, and save the world?
Can I
I
find
certainly
a
will.
cheerleader first?
I certainly will lend all the aid that I can.
I should hope that you do. Well, I'm going to go back to my carriage, and I'm going to prepare. You'll be able to meet me, I guess, over by the stables when you're ready to go.
Sounds good to me.
Although we
How
will
do
need to
we-
figure out the plan on how to get there.
Are we planning on leaving today?
No, we can't leave today. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, I'm staying near the stables.
Well, if we're not leaving till tomorrow, I'm sure we can let Vendel have some time to reminisce with Nims and Corin. I'm sure those three will find something entertaining to do together.
That's very true. Nims will love to hang out with Wendell.
Don't be too presumptuous, darling. I do like to have my fun, but don't like to have too much fun. Anyway,
Is
Funny,
Nims too
you-
much fun?
you clearly don't know Corin. Anyway, Valine, go stage. Mutt's laugh got me. Oh,
Poppy's
Dear
just gonna
God.
open her eyes really wide and whip her head around to Corin.
Corin doesn't say anything and looks off to the side.
is he beat red right now? I can just imagine him being
Yes.
beat red.
Absolutely.
Oh man. No, Valine, you go and stay at your hotel. If you're going to say goodbye to our friend Reza, and then probably try to take a few precautions. They'll meet up with you. You just go stay at your place and rest up and take care of your little minions. Or should I say your kinnies? Alright, Vindel, I can do that. Don't take too long. I know you have to say goodbye to your friend. I really could, though, help you. I mean, if you wanted to bring him back, I could.
I don't think he would like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like that.
I mean, you never know
Poppy's
till you
just
try.
kind of like shaking her head no and looking at Cathala.
Well,
Not
you
sure
also-
Casela would like that either.
Actually, I would actually kind of find that quite interesting. You all say how Razor would hate it, and I agree. That's why I actually want it done.
Poppy's eyes just get bigger again.
This would just be.
Do you want me to? I can bring him back.
I mean, I would vote yes, and I am his family. He will hate it quite. Well, actually, he'll hate it a lot. He may try to kill me, you, or both of us. But I think it might be worth it. You all own a tavern. You could have an undead, well, ex-assassin, I guess, as a mascot.
I don't think the
wasn't he
patrons would like
survived
that.
by that poor girl who's probably cried herself to sleep at this point?
Yes, there is that girl that maybe she'd enjoy meeting him again.
Speaking of Vendel,
Never lain with the undead person, but pretty sure it could get a little bit messier than normal.
speaking of Vendel, do you still happen to have snack?
You ask as if I would give Snack away. And you see Vindel just kind of lift Snack out of a pocket, like kind of on a position where like a lapel would be. And she puts Snack on her shoulder. Snack is very comfortable, just right here, darling. Aren't you, Snack?
Okay.
And she kind of turns and gives Snack little kisses.
I see Drezar gave you his rat.
It is a mouse, yes. But, yes.
Same difference.
No. Rats are larger. They have thicker tails.
No, I mean, either way, I don't know if he kept changing his mouse, as you say, or whatnot, but he's had that thing for a very long time, longer than most mice would live.
Are you saying it's undead?
I'm not gonna say it's undead. It doesn't smell or seem Actually, you're the wizard. You tell us.
Valine kind of looks over. You know, just because I didn't do quite the best job with them, they weren't exactly in the best shape when I brought them back. They actually look tremendously better than when I found them. When you revive something, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to rot. It just means that it's brought back in a similar condition as to when it was found. I could bring back your friend, and Vindel did a nice job of, repairing extremities. He would be quite whole. It would just be if he damaged again that it would be a little bit harder to, fix. Choice is up to you.
Yeah, I don't like that idea at all. That seems very unnatural to me.
Poppy's like, Cathala's his family.
Are we gonna bring back Drathar?
I think that would be quite entertaining. I'm all for it, and perhaps that could solve our Targos problem as well.
I don't think I have much say in this, but again, I would like to reiterate, it's probably not a very good idea.
I am going to voice opposition to this, as it just...
At this point, Poppy has no opinion. She just murdered her mother.
I have an idea. I'm all for it, and truthfully, the only choice that matters is mine. But how many of your friends do you think, if you asked them, would you like to see Drethar again and speak to him, would say yes?
There are ways to speak with the dead. I know that much.
Well, this way they could see him and speak to him. So I'm all for it. I think you should do it.
Poppy's just... It's not my decision to make.
Weren't we here for a funeral?
Oh no, this isn't going to be a funeral any longer. I believe this is going to be a resurrection of sorts. This will be quite entertaining. I think we should bring your little halfling friend and sing a song. Just turn this into a party.
This has turned into a most unexpected event today. And you see Valine's face is just beaming as she loves doing magic. Look, I will need to go and fetch some things to prepare. You all do what you need to do. Talk who you need to talk to. Set whatever meals you want in motion, and we'll all meet back here in a couple hours.
Corin looks to everyone else.
Poppy's eyes are just wide, and she's like,
How could I possibly pass up a chance to get one over on my nice young brother? It's my job, after all. He tormented me so much. This will be a nice little slap in his face he deserves. And you'll all get to talk to him and see him again. I'll get to talk to him and see him. It's quite an enjoyable thing. There's no bad side. Yes, he might be a little colder to the touch, but it might be nice with whoever he ends up with in the summer.
maybe.
Anyways, if he gets brought back this way, perhaps he can raise enough gold on his own and be properly resurrected with some supreme magic of some kind and be brought back.
He does have ownership in the tavern.
Oh,
Poppy just kind of sings songs.
that is one thing. I will need a diamond. Large
Yeah.
diamond to focus the energy for the spell.
Corin reaches into his bag for the large sack of gems. Actually, I don't think I was given it. The Vests have given us a bunch of gems. Not quite sure who had that bag.
I think Poppy has it.
Poppy got the bag with the jewels in it.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy just
But I
kind
haven't
of,
looked through there.
yeah, pulls out the bag and plops it on the table. That's all she does. Go for it,
goes to open
Corin.
up the bag. Corin goes to open up the bag and sift through the jewels to see if there's any large diamonds.
Yeah, give me give me D100.
D100.
Okay, here we go.
29 sadness.
What do you mean sadness?
Oh, I thought higher is better.
You thought higher was better.
Oh,
You were able to find a suitable diamond in 29 seconds.
Ooh.
So
Oh, this
again,
is
after
quite
half an hour.
sizable.
Oh yes, that should do nicely. Also, Poppy, I hear you weren't very close with your mother, but I could bring her back too if there's another diamond in there. Oh,
No.
not even as a,
No.
as a zombie
No.
slave?
No.
She doesn't.
Like,
She
I
doesn't
could
have a
bring her
head.
back like Kenny.
no,
Are you sure?
no.
All right.
Would you be able to do that to just her head?
Cool.
No. Could say it. I mean, Poppy is talking so firm, like firmer than anybody's ever heard her talk before.
All right.
No.
Oh,
As executive for his mother's estate, I believe that is final say in that matter.
I was just offering.
Appreciate it. No.
Oh, all right. All right. One resurrection is going to take a lot out of me. So, anyway, thank you. I needed that component, but we're also going to need, well, like I said, time for me to prepare. I mean, I don't know
Understandable.
what you think is going to happen. I'm not bringing him back as a zombie. I'm going to resurrect him. He will be whole, just not... I don't know, maybe just not as sharp as he was.
I didn't know you had that.
She kind of
that
gives you a
capability.
look, Corin.
But typically, that's reserved as divine
It
abilities.
is of the
Sorry.
school of necromancy, Corin. As a
Ah.
necromancer, I would know. Also, which one of us is a member of the Arcane Brotherhood? The most
That would be
powerful
you.
organization of sorcerers, wizards, and mages in all of Faerun?
That would be you.
Correct.
My
We have-
apologies.
Good.
Gordon tightens up the bag and hands it back to Poppy.
Poppy just kind of puts it, ties it back on her belt.
You see Vindel walk over. Oh, come now, Valine. Don't be so touchy. She gets very sensitive when people challenge her expertise. She hasn't been doing this for as long as some of us, but she is very talented. And so, yes, I can vouch. Drethar should come back fairly whole. We'll just have to see how it is. But anyway, Valine, you go prepare. You, all of you, out, if you want to send names my way, you can.
We will.
Anyway,
Poppy,
Yes.
could I have another look at the bag?
Poppy just kind of puzzled and then hands Corin the bag.
Vindel kind of looks at you puzzled.
Gordon's gonna look, try to find another diamond.
Uh-oh.
God.
Should I roll again?
So you're gonna try and kill Nims? And then bring him back? Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll. D100.
All right. That's
You're
22.
even faster this time.
Oh God.
Furiously digging in this bag, looking for a diamond. You find one.
He holds the diamond out and hands the bag back to Poppy. It's like, I think the sheriff would want this.
Oh no.
You see Vindel's face just kind of like, oh, Corin.
Yes, Vindel?
I think that is a very, very admirable thing for you to do. But darling, I don't know. Her body was horribly mangled. Feline, have you think you could do this? Do what?
You speak to Vessa?
Speaking of Vessa,
Yes.
the one who was torn in half by the Frostmaiden.
Yes.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'll make no guarantees that it'll work. But I would not be me if I didn't try.
Poppy's
think it
gonna
should-
look at Vindel. Is this something you and maybe even Nims could help with? And she just kind of closes her eyes.
Unfortunately, darling, no. This type of magic is not exactly what I do. Nims, he focuses more on the boom boom magic as well.
But you kind of
Oh, I flattered you
fixed
think so, Poppy.
Drathar.
I was able to repair his outer, appearance. I was able to cure some of his superficial wounds. I was not able to heal him or to bring back his immortal soul to his body. That is outside of my capability.
Poppy just nods.
Don't
I think
worry,
if anyone
sir.
should
Valine
decide-
is, like I said, very capable, and with Drasad's body being in such good shape, as long as he wants to come back, that is, she should be able to bring him back.
I think if anyone should decide, it should be the sheriff. He seemed very close.
Certainly makes the offer, Corin. Yes, please make the offer. I'm intrigued now. Be more
That
than
means
happy
we'll
to
probably
try.
be here more than a day,
It does.
because I'm assuming you're going to need time between.
I will. I can only do this once a day, and doing it back to back is going to be pushing it, and I will be extremely tired, but we should have time to rest on the way to the island.
I think it's a good start for helping the village. They helped us quite a bit, did they not?
True.
Poppy looks at Vindal. He has a soft heart, doesn't he?
Soft heart, yes. Good
Thorn
heart.
smiles.
Good heart. Anyway, I am growing tired now, so I'm going to bid you all good evening. I'm going to shoo you back to your respective homes. We'll meet back
Good
here
evening,
a little bit
Lindell.
later. Once Verlaine is prepared to resurrect Dresa.
When I get back to the tavern, I'll send Nims. By the way, he's had a few.
Even
Poppy
better.
just kind of raises an eyebrow.
She just looks Jewy even better.
Krathok chortles under his breath. Had a few.
All right, everybody out. And you suddenly feel yourself being lifted off the ground. You see the door to the cottage open, and you all are kind of whisked out of the cottage and set on the ground.
I
Have
don't
a
know
good
if
night,
I'll ever.
Lindell.
I
Good
don't
night,
know if I'll ever
Corin.
get used to that.
Wee. Did you just wee?
Yes.
Just Corin, just weed.
He just weed. Oh man. All right, so where do you want to go now?
Poppy's
Back to
gonna
the
just
tavern.
look at everybody and say, "Let's get back to the tavern and let them know what's going on, and let's send Nims on his way."
Yes, I think we should let everyone know the good news, and maybe we should dress Nims up a little bit before he heads over to Bendel's. Let's make him a nice little present for her. I'm sure she'll enjoy him.
I think Vindal will take him just the way he is. And Poppy
but-
sighs.
I think we should get him ready. He may be He may
Poppy
not-
starts giggling and says, "Oh," kind of wondering if Cathala might be thinking of what Cathala has in mind.
You might have
Maybe-
an idea, Poppy. I think it would be fun.
Maybe you're right. We could use a little levity. And Poppy's just gonna start walking off to the tavern. Kind of chortling to herself.
Nims gets a chill up his spine when he's sitting there at the bar drinking.
It sneezes.
You guys terrify me.
Yes. We make our way down to the tavern.
Well, make your way to the tavern then.
Where everybody knows our name.
Don't.
Poppy walks into the tavern.
I'm so glad someone does. Sweet jeepers.
I was waiting for my part in the theme song to start so I could actually enter.
Hey,
Making our way
everybody.
downtown, walking fast, tavern's past. Go in now. Anyway,
Krauthok walks in.
Is the sheriff inside now?
More mead.
Yeah, is the sheriff inside now?
the sheriff is not inside.
Oh, is he
Estia,
outside?
has the sheriff been in here?
Oh, Poppy, yeah. The sheriff, he was in here. He had a drink. He talked with Scramsax and Bardaban, and after they exchanged a few words, the sheriff said he was going to take his leave and go back to the town hall.
Corin, would you want to
Yes.
go talk to the sheriff in the town hall?
Did he seem like he wanted to be alone?
I mean,
Or is
I
it more of
think
a
Poppy,
duty?
or Estia kind of looks at you, Corin. I don't believe we've met.
Corn Greenleaf. I
I
believe
mean,
we met
we were
in-
by the table, but I didn't get a chance to meet you.
Yes.
No, you met him.
Did
He
I?
was with us in town briefly before we went out of town.
East Haven, yes.
Yeah.
Oh. My brain must have still been fuzzy from everything that happened.
Understandable.
Yeah, he
One
was
of the
the one
side
that
effects.
brought the potion that you drank.
Oh. Yeah, I'm better with faces than I am with names. Anyway, it's nice to meet you again. But yeah, he kind of looked like he wanted to be alone.
We
Although-
can see him tomorrow then.
You never know. Sometimes it helps to have a little company when you least expect it. And she kind of nods over to Bardaban and Scramsax, who seem to be kind of buddying up behind the bar.
Maybe just at least go check on him, Corin. And if he's in the right mind, maybe you can talk to him. If not, maybe we can talk to him later.
Very well. Sure. I'll head down to the town hall. I'll be back shortly.
Poppy's gonna walk over to Nims and kind of motion to Cathala to follow. Nims!
Oh, yes. Hi. Poppy.
Um,
girl?
Vindel would love to see you,
Oh,
but
she
we
would.
need to yes,
she?
we need to clean you up a little bit here.
Oh, no. I'm fine. I can make my way to Vindel. Trust me.
Oh no, I know that, but I mean, we want to spiff you up a little bit.
Spiff me
And
up.
Poppy just looks at Cathala.
Nims, dear, I think we could do a little magic to make it more entertaining for you and Vendel. Who would you believe? Don't you think you'd believe two lovely ladies such as ourselves? I mean, we could do wonders to help you. I'll even try to persuade him if you want.
Oh, please do, because he's not buying this right now.
Poppy's gonna do a
16?
He just heard that Vindel wants to be with him, and he is ready to go.
How about a 16?
and
He's
I have an
contemplating.
18. I
What
have
do
an
you have?
18. Yeah.
Sorry, what do you have, Bobby?
18. Oh no, that's perception. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong one.
Yes, persuasion. I was about to say,
Sorry.
dang, you got a high persuasion roll.
Dang.
17.
Not much worse.
So not much worse.
Oh,
Oh, Nims, come on.
come on. What do you have in mind? I'd really like to just get over there. I haven't seen Vindel in quite some time.
I know. Let's make it special.
Oh, come on.
Poppy
now.
just kind of sings songs to him.
I already look beautiful.
Yes, but dear, you have been drinking, and
Yes,
we can make you
it
even
only helps
special
with
and
your
more better.
stamina. Have you not been properly? What am
Yes,
I
it helps
saying?
you maybe with your stamina, but not necessarily with the way you look or possibly smell, Mims. We could help you with that.
It won't take long, I promise. And then we'll just get you over to Vindel's right away.
I mean,
For me.
for you, I would be with you, Poppy. I pined for you since the first day I saw you. Now, I shouldn't have said that.
Poppy's like, oh my.
You made eyes at me when I was still a sniveling mess. And I greatly appreciated that you saw the good in me before anyone else did. You recognized the ruse. And yes, I know I can be a bit forward. I always have been. It's part of being a handsome man and a brilliant wizard. Kind of makes it hard to be humble at times. Corin, you know what I'm talking about.
Corin left.
What? He was just there.
The door is swinging.
Nims, that is all well and good, but perhaps
Damn, it's
after
fast.
we do a little something to help you, perhaps Poppy will have also a different.
We can talk
Look
about
of you.
this more later, Nims. But Vindel really wants to see you, so we need to get you ready to go.
Bobby, I'm inclined to trust you. I really am. You not so much. You feel have very nefarious, if not sinister, intentions, which might be fun if they were directed in the right place, but
How do you know they're not?
I don't, Poppy. That's why I'm scared. I just really want to go see Vinval. Can't I just... And he starts trying to walk towards the door.
And Poppy just kind of grabs his arm. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Nims, you are
you're
an
taking
adventurer,
up-
right?
You're taking up more time by
No,
arguing
you're
with
taking
us.
up time. I just, what is it in like, Nims is going to kind of whirl around as you pull his arm, and he's just going to like get you in a very tight embrace. Almost to stabilize himself, but then you're kind of nose to nose.
Poppy looks deep in his eyes. She sticks out her tongue and just licks up his face.
Right. I do believe I'm sober now. And he realizes what he does, and he kind of lets go.
Let's go get you ready.
And you see him just turn and just start walking. Very embarrassed at this point.
Oh no. Poor buddy.
I need to go contemplate life.
You can do that while we get you ready for Vindel. Come on, Cathala.
I need to contemplate life.
You can do that while we're getting you ready. Don't worry. It'll be very therapeutic for you.
It won't take long.
I'm gonna make you roll one more time.
Both of us?
Just Poppy. Because he's not buying you, Cathala.
Fine, I'm gonna roll anyways just because I want to.
Right, you roll away.
17.
Oh god, it rolled again.
Mine would have been a 15.
He's gonna turn. And he's going to look at you, Poppy. And he's going to go right back up to you and, like, march back up to you nose to nose. And you can smell the alcohol on him. But you can see a very seriousness, like a very deep seriousness in his eyes. Poppy?
Yes.
Don't believe that I'm stupid just because I have imbibed the drink. I know this is some sort of fun at my expense, but I find myself powerless against you. I don't know why you decided to moisten my cheek with your tongue. But it got me thinking of completely inappropriate things, and I fear that if I linger longer, I might find myself with you instead of Vindel. And if that is not your intent, then I find that the cruelest trick of all, and I bid you let me go.
Cathela, let him go.
Fine, I guess we can let him go.
We can talk more about this later.
And Nims just stands there, lingering, staring in your eyes for a few more, what feel like very long moments. And then he turns, very composed, and walks out of the tavern.
Poppy just turns around and looks at Esty and goes, and just mouths, "Oh, shit." Did you know about this?
As he just kind of walks over. Oh, Poppy. I've known about that since the first time you saw him in the office. The way that you looked at him was a bit, well, too convincing. I knew there was a little something more there. Especially the way that he stood up for you. But don't worry about it. Come on, let's get some more tea. I've got some more honey. Everything will be fine.
Now I'm wondering if there's more missing in my memory than I thought. And Poppy's just kind of out here somewhere.
Come on now. Honey fixes everything. Come on.
Your honey does. And she's just going to sit down at a table and look at Ronaldo and say, "Play something happy."
Ronaldo just kind of looks at you stunned. And I thought I had a hard time with love. Honey,
I said happy!
Fixes everything. Honey fixes everything. And he just starts strumming Honey Fixes Everything as he's like crying, walking around the tavern.
Poppy just puts her head in her hands and shakes her head.
For some reason, I think after tonight, your tavern may be out of business.
Well, there's nobody here right now anyway, so I think
Probably
we're okay.
because everyone thinks this place is haunted with that wailing going on.
Oh.
Oh, come on now. I'm Ronaldo. I'm the greatest bard you've ever seen or heard.
Well, I haven't heard of you, so perhaps you could see something like Poppy asked, something happy and cheerful. It's a good day today. Drathar is going to be coming back.
Drathar's coming back?
Yes. So it's a happy day. Let's celebrate.
Right, I heard this one as I was... Well, it came to me as I was walking around Bryn Shander one day. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm tavern bound. Diddle-a-diddle-a-doo, doo-diddle-diddle-a-diddle-a-doo.
Oh, Lord.
Staring blankly ahead, just drinking my mead with the crowd. Diddle-a-diddle-a-doo. And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I would fall into this crowd. Would you lift me, and we drink all night? 'cause I would make this whole tavern sing if I could just drink more for free. Do-diddly-diddly-do, do-do-diddly-diddly-do. And he's just laughing.
So does this bring in the people? Do they start coming into the tavern for some random reason?
Oh, the soldiers start coming in. What is this racket? Oh, it's Ronaldo. Ronaldo's back. I love that little guy. Hey, someone get us some pints. Look, guys, Ronaldo's back. See, I told you I was famous. He starts playing, and he's like rolling around on his back, playing his lute. I'll buy Ronaldo a pint. Oh. Sweet gods above. Guys, that's Bartabin. You see everyone just kind of stop. Poppy, just kind of look around. You see they're staring at Bartabin with this kind of like almost deathly afraid expression. From across the room. Yeah, it's me. No, I'm not gonna kill you. Yes, I brought some of my meat with me. Now get in here. Before I have to shut Ronaldo up myself.
Bartman! I need some of that mead.
There you go, Krathok. And he pours Krathok some mead and just starts pouring mead and handing out mugs as everyone continues to kind of embrace a little bit of revelry. You hear stories of those that had kind of fallen in the battle. You hear kind of stories of hope as word begins to slowly spread that there is a chance for Drathar to come back. There's even whispers of hope for the speaker as well. Korn, you are walking down the street and you are hearing all of a sudden just kind of louder, kind of jovial singing and music coming from the tavern as you make your way down the street to the town hall. And as you open the door, you find that there's only a single guard there. He looks up at you, kind of puts his head back down, doesn't even question it. As you head back into the back offices where you know the sheriff normally is, you see him behind a desk, kind of face down, in his hands. And we will pick up there next time.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes.
Thank God for clips, Night Tide.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to get copyright striked. I am. They're going to be, that's the crappiest version of that song. We're still going to claim it.
How dare? How dare
How
they?
dare. My goodness. Oh,
It was
well,
a
we
performance.
survived
How
another
dare
week. That was very unexpected.
Yeah.
That it was.
Geigen,
There's
we're
a lot.
bringing back Drathar?
Yeah.
Well, we got to see if his soul is willing.
Oh,
That's
his soul
true.
will be willing.
his soul will be willing. Like, that's going to be a resurrection spell. He's going to be back. It's not like he's going to be a zombified version of himself. He's going to be back.
I
He'll be
legitimately
back.
thought you were trying to bring him back as a zombie. I was like, oh, I guess.
I mean, truthfully, either way would have worked for Kithela, but I'm sure Drathar will come back because he's not going to let his sister ever one-up him, and she's not going to let him ever one-up her.
Fair. Okay. I mean, it's your character. I will take your word for it. But there's that. And then I don't know what nefarious plan you two had to humiliate Nims, but that got intense real fast.
Mm-hmm.
My, the tables have turned the tables.
I'm not going to say it would humiliate him necessarily. Maybe it would have helped. Maybe he would have found new sides of himself.
Oh no.
I mean, sometimes you have to embrace that femininity.
I mean, Mikkel, it's worked for Mikkel.
It has worked for Mikkel, although he has a corset that allows him to literally become thin as paper.
I mean,
So
there is that, but
you had to stop. What's up, Apocalyptus? Oh, if I could just drink for free. It's every
At
bard's
this
dream.
point, I think Ronaldo's in just enough that he does.
I'm pretty sure he does
Well
too.
played.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he is. He's a fixture. He's a fixture of the 10 Towns. He is the most famous bard in Icewind Dale.
Mhm.
For sure.
he's probably the only one that actually travels around, so that's probably not hard.
Well, Texie retired a while ago, so he's got no competition really. Unfortunately, has no competition. That said, thank you, everybody. More famous than Yaskiar. Yeah. Burn, Witcher, burn. Yeah, that second song was good. I don't know if I liked it as much as the first one, but certainly more emotion. Second season Witcher, if you guys haven't up to speed, it's good. Go watch. Any hoozles, we gotta find somebody to raid.
Yay!
And if you all are new here, please make sure you are hitting the follow button and come back and hanging out with us on Monday nights. That's when we do this Rime of the Frostmaiden goodness. We got a lot of room to go. Bree also hi. Magic also hi. Magic was previously the player character of Estia and then had to take her leave to go and chase, well, basically life. And so it's nice seeing you, Magic. I'd love to have you back, especially on a night where I have to play Estia. It's a lot of fun. Guys, make sure you're following Magic Moonshot if you have not already, because yay. Also, tomorrow night, Geigen, we have a game?
Yeah, we should.
Yes.
It'll depend on how late you get home.
True. I'm going to be at a hockey game, so there's that. But after that, we're going to have Pathfinder on Geigen's channel. Did I? Yes. Oh, well, there's the Magic Moonshot link. Go follow Magic. Magic has been playing lots of Halo and is also been basically becoming an esports caster, and she's fantastic. So go support her in all those things. Also,
Thanks.
go to Geigen's channel, drop a follow there as well, and come hang out with us for Pathfinder on Tuesdays. I'm there, Buddy Corrupt's there, Gage is there. It's a blast. It really is. Because we're going to be fighting a demon army. Well, actually, no.
Ooh.
Next time we're going to be exploring a crypt-ish. Temple? Crypt? Temple? Temple crypt. Something.
Both. Why not
You're
both?
gonna be going through something. You just know that there used to be an old deity that's there and something sealed underneath and some magical item that you feel underneath.
The
Deep in the-
DM said the room seems empty. Yeah? Seems! Good old memes. All right. So, guys, make sure you're following Geigen. Make sure you're following Magic. There's a bunch of other awesome people that keep popping in here. I will try and do my best to make sure to shout you guys out. I actually need to get the shout out command to come over here and work too. Follow Pirate King. Pirate, are you streaming back over here? You still streaming on Trovo? Where are you at?
I'm not currently streaming, but I'm planning on coming back soon. There was a lot of issues that needed to be worked out.
You're fine.
So,
Well, when
but
you
I'll
do start
probably
back
be
up, we will.
over on Trovo again.
Okay. Well, we will give you the shouty shouts whenever you're back in the game. And now we need to go find somebody to raid. So who is live? that we can go raid?
Dorktails.
Dorktails is live and ready to raid.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna double triple check and see who I got. Sound like my cat. She meows at me all the time lately. Oh, Locke is live. She's playing Core Keeper.
Okay.
Locke's awesome, and she's got a show that she does. A little TTRPG goodness. I think it's an every other week show.
Oh, thank you, Magic. I appreciate that.
Wait, is Darktail still live?
Yeah,
don't see-
they were just a minute ago, but
I
they're
don't-
I was
probably
reading
getting
earlier.
close to ending too.
Yeah, I don't see them
Mhm.
alive anymore.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go and raid formerly Loch Ness. Now she's Loch Vibes. She does the D&D things every once in a while on the Secret Adventure Society, which, if I look on her panels, is on Wednesdays. So they may be doing it weekly now. So you got me and all the crew here in Rime of the Frostmaiden on Mondays. You got the podcast, because I'm such a dunce. We got the podcast that airs on Tuesday mornings, basically in like an hour. You get a new episode of Maledictum. Then you get Geigen Pathfinder Tuesday evenings, and Wednesday nights you got Secret Adventure Society, or you can come back and hang out with me for just, a normal stream, because, hey, we like to play Elden Ring and Cyberpunk and all kinds of good fun things. But anyway, let's go raid Loch Ness.
Yay!
I'm never going to not be able to call her Loch Ness because it's just stuck in there. But she's awesome, and she's playing Core Keeper, which is a hilariously fun game and super cheap and still in early access. So let's go do the stuff and things, and we will catch you guys next time. Love your faces, everybody. Good night. We go in raid in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.